Hey, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash. That honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone Network. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here pushing truth and sincerity. The water for Jah do we love you. We appreciate you through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Shalom to you. It's your brother Dawadad, out of one Ratazah, meaning Lord's will, here to give you an edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. Without further ado, let's just jump into the main topic. So it's going to be on the Levitical laws, the dietary laws of the scriptures, right? The reason why I'm making this video is because for some reason it's 2022 and still this is like pretty much the number one issue that our people have with the scriptures, man. And it's a goddamn shame. It's 2022. It is simple, man. It is not that hard. The reasons why we're not supposed to eat these things. One, because the Most High said so himself. Why is it an issue that the Most High said something himself and people got a problem with it, man? Let me see if I can find another a different scripture real quick. Baba Kasha. I believe it is in... Let me see. Nope, Slakia. Let me see. Hold on. Slakia, 1 second. If I can find it. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 37. It says, if any man think himself to be a prophet or spiritual, let him acknowledge that the things that I write unto you are the commandments of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right? But if any man be ignorant, let him be ignorant. So when we tell you these things, right, we reading it out of the scriptures themselves, man. Like, people got a very huge contingency against the things that we say, as if it's just us that are saying it, right? As if it's just coming out of our mouths. Let me see if I can find another scripture. I believe it's in Exodus. But let me see if I can. Yeah, Exodus. Yeah, Exodus 16 and 7. All right, let's see. Exodus chapter 16, verse 7 says, and in the morning, then ye shall see the glory of the Lord, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And what are we? That ye murmur against us? Right? It says, what is it? And Moses said, this shall be when the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full. For that the Lord heareth your murmurings, which you murmur against him. And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord. And Moses spake unto Aaron, say unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he hath heard your murmurings. And it come to pass, as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in a cloud. And Moses spake unto Moses, and then Lord spake unto Moses, saying, I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your power. And the reason why I read all that is because you got to understand something. The Most High hears everything, man, right? He hears everything that you say, every idle word, every man should be accounted for. And you're not coming against us. You're not coming against the men of Great Millstone, or the men outside outside in the highways and the byways that teach that likewise doctrine. You're not coming against us. You are coming against the Most High. Right? We're telling you this thing, just like Paul said, the things that I write unto you, they are from the commandments of the Most High. So if you think yourself to be spiritual, right, You Christians, right? You Roman Catholicists, right? You Muslims. If you think yourself to be any type of spiritual, understand that the things that we tell you are coming from the Most High Himself, man. And it's not us you're going against; it's Him you're going against. So let's get into the dietary laws. Leviticus 11. It says, and I'm a man. We might even read them all, man, because you people are bugged out, man. For real, it's very simple. The things that you're not supposed to eat, it's not even that hard, man. If it's in the water, it needs to have scales and fins, right? That's it, right? If you don't know if it don't got scales and fins, like some you might not know. Like damn, like hey man, just don't eat it. Go buy something else. It's simple. Go get something else, right? If it, you know what I'm saying? It was, you know what? I'm gonna let the scripture speak, man. Leviticus chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying to Aaron, saying unto them. He said, and the Lord spake unto Moses and to Aaron, saying unto them, speak unto the children of Israel, hold, the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latinos. Why he didn't say speaking to the children of the earth? It says, these are the beasts which ye shall eat among all the beasts that are on the earth. So now, these are the beasts, right? So he's saying that to Israel, he's giving them direction, right? He's giving them instruction, right? We know that the law, statutes, commandments is only given it to Jacob to Israel, right? Was it Psalms 147 and 19? He showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. This right here is a beautiful precept towards that, because it starts off by saying, speaking to the children of Israel, these are the beasts which you should not eat. The instruction, the statutes and judgments to Israel, he had not done so with any other nation. He didn't tell the other nations they couldn't eat this stuff. He told Israel. He said, speaking to the children of Israel. So that right there is beautiful, man. That's a separation in itself. It says, whatsoever parteth the hoof and is cloven-footed, and cheweth the cud among the beasts that ye shall eat. And that's like a cow, right? A part of the hoof, right? Cloven-footed and cheweth the cud, which is like grass and natural resources of the earth, not meat, and it doesn't eat like dogs and shit like that. It won't eat that stuff. You know what I mean? It chews from the earth, natural resources. It says, nevertheless, these shall ye not eat of them that chew the cud, or of them that divide the hoof as the camel, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you. So it has to have all three characteristics. It has to have the chewing of the cud, the dividing of the hoof, and be cloven-footed. It can't just be one of three. You know what I'm saying? It says, and the coney, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the hare, because he cheweth the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean to you. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you. So Most High has given you these reasons for you not to eat this stuff, and it's clear and simple that when our people eat this stuff, the number one killer for amongst so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos is diabetes, right? Well, there you go. High blood pressure, eating the wrong foods. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you. You're not even supposed to touch them. That's how dirty they are. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, obviously there's things that's made with pork, or some things that's, made with a pig that, we try to stay away from, but you can't do your best, but you're not going to be able to, you're going to go crazy trying to avoid everything. Esau's the devil when he puts pig products inside everything. All right. It says, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters and the seas and in the rivers, them shall ye eat. All right, so that's simple. Skins and scales. Fins and scales, man, easily. All right, it says, and all that have not fins and scales in the seas and the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be an abomination to you. That is clear, simple, and to the point. That there's no misconstruing that. He said, if it ain't got skins, fins and scales, and it's in any body of water, you're not to fucking touch it, bro. That shit is simple. How hard is that? Stay away from shrimp. Stay away from crabs. Stay away from lobster. Stay away from goddamn fucking clams. Like, what's so hard? scallops and shit. It don't got skin, it don't got fins, and it don't got scales. That's simple. The Most High, and then you could tell when you cooking this shit, right? The way it smells that you ain't supposed to be eating certain shit, man. Right? The way it makes your body feel after you have it, you ain't supposed to be eating certain shit. The way you have to clean the shit, you ain't supposed to be eating it. You could just tell. But our people, man, our people stiff neck. Don't give a fuck. Don't listen. Love to do the opposite of what we're talking about. Oh, that's not just that's not the Bible saying, that's you saying that. That's the way that you interpreted it. It's like, no, nigga. If you think yourself to be spiritual, understand that there ain't things we speaking to you that Paul wrote are and the disciples and the prophets are of the commandments of the Most High. Right? It says, they shall be an abomination unto you. Ye shall not eat of their flesh, but ye shall have their carcasses in abomination. Whatsoever hath no fins or scales in the waters, that shall be an abomination to you. He keeps reiterating it for a reason, because he know y'all, I'm gonna keep hammering in y'all head, man. It says, and these are they which ye shall have an abomination among the fowls. They should not be eaten. They are an abomination. The eagle and the ostrich and the osprey and the vulture and the kite after his kind, every raven after his kind, and the owl and the nighthawk and the cuckoo and the hawk after his kind, and the little owl and the cormorant and the great owl and the swan and the pelican and the gear eagle and the stork, the heron after her kind, and the lapwing and the bat. And the bat. There you go. Hey, we know possibly where that mist came from that was sprayed amongst the world and got people sick. Right? It says, all fowls that creep, going upon all four, shall be an abomination unto you. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all four, which have legs above their feet to leap withal upon the earth. Even those of them ye may eat. The locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. But all other flying, creeping things which have 4 feet shall be an abomination to you. All right, so there's certain bugs that you can even eat, because even if you look, like if you watch like the Discovery Channel, certain places like in the country, you can find like salted beetles and stuff like that, caramel like candy tasting beetles and seasoned beetles and stuff like that, and you can eat it. It has meat, has protein, good source of protein and stuff like that. Obviously, in this day and age, we have strayed so far from that. You know, our people, we don't really eat stuff like that no more. We consider it disgusting. That's because we're unknowledgeable and we don't know it. We're not used to it. But that stuff is good source of protein. But those are the only insects that you're allowed to eat, though, right? But if you give it a try, you might like it. I've never had any like bugs for food, but I heard they're like, some of their seasons they're really good. Yeah, man, they're lawful, man. You can have that. Especially let's say you you out in the wilderness, and you are famished, right? And weary, hungry, when this devil come down on us, and you out there in the wilderness, man, you got to feed your family, man. You might have a whole bowl of beetles, man. You know what I'm saying? You get some hot sauce, man. Hey, I'm straying off, but yeah, man. That's survival. Survival of the fittest, man. You gotta do what you gotta do, but you're allowed to do it. It's lawful. Most High must send you a basket of damn beetles, man. Some damn salad on the side, man. And for these, ye shall be unclean. Whosoever touches the carcass of them shall be unclean until the evening. Said and whosoever beareth out of the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. You see how specific the Most High is with these unclean abominations, man? When he says something is an abomination, he means it, man. Like, for real. Like, you're unclean. You gotta wash your body to even be like go back into society. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? If you touch somebody else, they'll be unclean because you touched something unclean without washing up. That's like, you don't understand how specific the Most High is. When he say don't do something, don't fucking do it. It's simple, right? The carcasses of every beast which divideth the hoof and is not cloven-footed, nor cheweth the cud, are unclean unto you. Everyone that touches them shall be unclean. And whatsoever go up upon his paws among all manner of beasts that go on all four, those are unclean to you. Whosoever touches their carcass shall be unclean until the even. And that's talking about their dead bodies, by the way, when it says carcass, right? Yeah, when they die, they're unclean. So like going on all fours upon their paws, something like a gorilla, something like that. It says, and he that beareth the carcass of them shall wash his clothes and be unclean until the evening. They are unclean to you. These also shall be unclean unto you among the creeping things that creep upon the earth, the weasel and the mouse and the tortoise after his kind. People be eating tortoise soup. Niggas is nasty, man. And then you got weasels and the mice. Well, probably not mice, but niggas be eating like possum and shit. But making fucking possum, raccoon, and weasel gumbo. Niggas is nasty, bro. Right? Niggas is nasty. It says in a ferret and a chameleon and a lizard and a snail and a mole. So you got the snail, that's escargot, right? Niggas is nasty, man. You niggas are fucking disgusting, bro. Like, escargot and shit, and then like they'll put lobsters and crabs and scallops and shit, and all these things are like supposed to be a delicacy amongst the society. They have the lowest of the lowest food, the most disgusting, abominable things, and they put it on high level pedestal and make it look like you're only rich, sophisticated, top of the class of the world can eat these things. So Jake, what they do is they see that and they be like, oh, let's go get some fucking escargot. Let's go get some king crab, blue king crab, fucking lobster legs, crab legs. Like, yo, what? The fuck is wrong with Jake? Right? They think it's a delicacy. They think they're being high class for that shit. And the devil got you in a trick bag, man, because really it's an abomination. And you ain't supposed to be eating it. It's going to get you sick, and it's going to get you killed. It's going to get you put to death. All right? Yeah, these are unclean to you among all that creep. Whosoever doth touch them, when they be dead, shall be unclean until the evening. Right? So, yeah, man, you probably just keep reading the rest of these. You're going to find the Levitical laws in Leviticus chapter 11, man. So just, you could read the rest of them. Those were to make the main parts that our people have a contingency with eating certain things. And you tell them they can't have it, and then they scoff at you. And they damn near want to fucking fight you, bro, and put you to death. Like, but it says it right here. So with that, I want to give all praise, glory, honor to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahshua, Bashem, Rakakadash, and Shalom to you.